Hello everyone, this is Crystal Potthoff from Prayerful Arts. The studio is now missing the big egg. It has been, or will be shortly, taken back to Egg Harbor, Wisconsin for Extravaganza 2025. The reveal is the end of May, I don't remember the day, and the auction is, I believe, August 22nd or 23rd. So what are you seeing now? This is kind of the aftermath, because I was working on that project. I was just throwing, I didn't throw, but piling would be an excellent word to use. All of this stuff all over my workspace. There are, underneath this, 2 really big tables that you can't even see the top of. And I really need to get started cleaning this up. But then as I look at my desk, I come to this area and I'm like, oh, look, there's my Pysanky table. Perhaps I should sit and do a pisanka. Or maybe I should clean up this room. And this room includes not only all of this, but also this, not the Girl Scout cookies, but this huge box of stuff that I took to Artful Journey Gallery when we were making Valentine cards for senior homes. This all also belongs in the studio. So while I should really work on all of this chaos, I could also sit and do a pisanka and get inspired to clean this up. I think we know what I'm going to do first. So if you guessed that I was going to work on an egg before I cleaned up the chaos that is now behind me, and I can't see it. I'm looking out my window. It's sunny, very windy, and cool. So yeah, I'm going to do an egg. So I have this cute little brown egg here, like very light brown egg, that I'm just going to be not completely irresponsible here in my duties, but yeah, I am going to do this first, and I'm just going to do a very simple 48 triangle pattern on this egg. So let's get started. Let me find a template that will work with this one. Okay, that one works pretty good. Okay, marking the top. I'm going to draw some light lines because I don't want them to show up on here. And I will link a 48 triangle in up there and in the comments how I draw this, so you can go back and look at this. But basically, I start and I divide it into 4 sections. And then I use my super cute bunny tape measure. I got it at Hobby Lobby a while back, and it is 7.5. Oops, I don't usually measure that way. 7.5. So 3.5 plus 2. Close enough. And now I'll draw my equator. All right, got that part done. Now I'm going to draw lines that come down like this. I'm going to divide each one of the 8s into 3. I don't know. I might even just do this 2 colors. Maybe the natural color. I'll dye it 1 color and then I'll do a background color. A pretty little egg. I have no idea where I got it. Someone in my Pysanky class wanted to do a brown egg, so I was looking through my stash of brown eggs, and I saw I had several of these. So I thought, oh, it really wasn't the brown that the person was looking for. But I thought, oh, that would be kind of fun to do Pysanka. And I actually found a whole bunch of colored eggs in there. Okay, so I did that. Now I'm going to draw this. And now I'm going to draw this. And up here. And then I will have my 48 triangles drawn. And I can start waxing. I'm going to keep it simple. I keep saying that, although I have no idea what I'm going to do. Okay, let's see what I'm going to do. Let's put some wax on it. Okay, here we go. We're going to wax all the lines that I drew. And I'm going to make a really good attempt to wax them straighter than what I drew them, because I drew them rather quickly. I am using my Lubas Electric with the fine tip. And I do have the Ukrainian Accessories blue wax in there, but it doesn't seem to want to come out. So my friend Jackie made me this cute little thing. She actually made it for an egg event that I went to. It's got a little magnet on top. So it holds these little wire things like that, and my cleaning wire. Okay. And then on it, she put all these cute little like inspiration things to put on your egg. It's really cute. Okay. All right. Let's get back to this. Oh, there's a nice line. I know a lot of people have been doing 48 triangle designs, or some people call them 40 triangle designs, but when I count 48 triangles on the egg. There was some kind of challenge to do like 48 triangles during the 40 days of Lent, which I'm not doing just because my life gets a little chaotic. And I didn't want to commit to a daily egg. My wax seems to be getting lighter again. I can see it, but it's not very. I might need to clean out my kiska, but I'm going to keep going with it. We have been doing some repair work in the house. And when I say we, I really should say my husband has been patching a part in our ceiling, and there's been a bit of dust. He did his very best to tape off sections of the house, but that dust just goes everywhere. And we've cleaned it up and cleaned it up. And it's still there. And he's still kind of working on it. He's to the painting stage. And I'm not really waxing these in the order that I drew them, but it's okay as long as they all get waxed. I'm not going to do anything fancy with this, like etching it, because it's so light. It just wouldn't work. You wouldn't get the contrast that we like to get when we do that. I suppose I could have dyed it brown and then washed it back to this color. That would have been pretty. I have another one in there. Maybe that's what I'll do with that one. We'll see. Do I feel guilty that I'm not cleaning up my studio and I'm doing an egg instead? No. I will get the studio cleaned up after I do the egg. And maybe I'll work on it a little bit while I dye the egg and let the egg dry. Then maybe I'll work on the studio a little bit. Maybe. Not making any promises. Because I just want to enjoy writing an egg. Okay. So it's got its 48 triangles on it. And what do we want to do? You know what? I think, okay, we said we were going to keep it simple. So I am just going to put some stripes like this in every other one. I think that is going to be lovely. And I'll do this. I cannot tell you how relaxing this is for me to just sit here and do this. I'll do this one. Because this is such a pretty color on the egg. It's this creamy color. I really like it. I'm anxious to see how the dye will do. I'm sure it will be slightly muted. And I already have decided what color I'm going to use. So we'll see that when we come back. Okay, so I'm going to do that in all of them and dye it, and I'll be back. Okay, so the egg is in the dye, and then I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes. So I will work on this area while I'm letting it dry. Okay. We'll see if it looks any better when I come back. I set my timer for 15 minutes. That included the egg dyeing and drying. And okay, I made some progress. Look, you can see the top of the desk for a little bit. Most of the stuff I either put away or threw away. Some of it I did move some of it off to the side. So that was just a postponing. But I made some progress. It feels good. That was just 15 minutes. So I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to put wax on this egg. And then I'll set the timer for another 15 minutes. All right, we're back to the egg. This color is the Ukrainian gift shop raspberry. Now, it was over, not a white egg, but a slightly muted egg. But I love this color. It is so pretty. So keeping it simple, but I've made up my mind. This is what I'm going to do. So all those open areas, I'm going to cover with wax. I'm going to use my candle heater. Well, I'll say candle heated. It's really a alcohol lamp. Pull this up a little bit. Ew, I pulled this off my hands. Good thing I found some unused Kleenexes when I was cleaning. Okay. All right, so we're going to get this lit. Maybe. One more time. Okay, I need to take match lighting 101. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's lit. Okay, I have to move it off to the side slightly so that it's not under the camera. So I'll do this initially, and then I'm going to move it a little further off camera so that I'm not heating up the camera. So I'm just doing it side to side in the flame. There was wax in it already. Excuse me. All right. Now. Uh-oh, I got it a little too hot. It's a smoking Kiska. Ow. Okay, I knew better than to do that. Okay, let's see. Smoking when its wax is not coming out. Okay, there we go. Now the wax is coming out. All right, we'll best fill it back up since. Okay, this is really smoking. I don't want it to calm down a little bit first. Okay. Give it a little heat. Make sure I have any wax on my hands. And we're going to start covering all of these areas with wax. So when I have a great big area to cover with wax, I like to use my medium Delrin Kiska. I don't use the heavy. I do use the heavy medium Kiska candle heated if I have a really big area, like if I'm doing an ostrich egg or something like that, because that can flow very quickly. So if I'm going to do like a big area, I'll outline it in wax, and then I'll take that Kiska, and it's got a red handle, just in case it like goes everywhere. It'll still be contained. And I got these from Ukrainian gift shop. I know other places sell them, but the Ukrainian gift shop, the white handle is a fine, the medium is the blue handle, and the red is the heavy. I could have also used my Luba's electric with a heavy tip too. The reason I like using a candle heated one, it comes out a little darker because of the flame and the wax that I'm using. This is beeswax, but it's black from the carbon when I use the candles on it. Anyway, I can see it better on there, and this funnel holds more wax. So I do have to stop and keep heating it, but I don't have to fill it up as often. Now this is obviously going to take me a while to do this. So I'll do this, and then I'm going to dye it in the final color. I'll come back and show you what I did. But I am going to promise to spend another 15 minutes cleaning up some more area while this egg is in the dye and drying. So I'm being somewhat productive. So I did take a little bit longer than the 15 minutes because I was in the middle of sorting through all the stuff that was on this, that was piled up, that I was afraid to touch up because I was afraid it would all come falling down if I did. So that is much better organized. I did that while I waited for the egg to dry, and wax off. And let's see what I ended up with. And here it is, the finished Pysanky. I went with Ukrainian Gift Shop Dark Red for this color, and then this color was the raspberry. I love it, and I even feel a little bit productive. Now, am I going to continue cleaning or do something else? I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. But I do love this one. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.